Good morning. Good morning to you at home as well. From the newsroom, New South Wales fire crews have worked through the night to control a bushfire on Sydney's northern beaches. 80 firefighters and 3 aircraft were called in to help battle the blaze, which tore through Barrenjoey headland yesterday. Overnight, crews monitored the flames, allowing them to burn through bushland right down to the water's edge.
It's a very difficult location and the fire activity was quite intense when the fire started, so we're thankful that everyone's been accounted for.
60 fires are still burning across the state, 30 of them uncontained. It's hoped today's cooler temperatures will give fire crews some reprieve before the return of warm and windy conditions again on Tuesday. Meantime, closer to Sydney, fire crews spent the morning battling an electrical substation fire. The spectacular blaze erupted in Surrey Hills at around 3:30, with the heat from the fireball believed to be more than 500 degrees. One firefighter required assistance after coming too close to the flames.
Pretty hot. I had to actually get one of the guys to hose my arm down because my arm started to cook a little bit. So yeah, you don't want to get too close.
The fire destroyed one vehicle parked outside the station and damaged another. Traffic was also affected, with several intersections blacked out and a number of homes lost power. Ausgrid is now investigating. A man is helping Melbourne police after a woman's body was found at a caravan park east of the city yesterday. The 37-year-old was discovered at Yarra Junction shortly before 5 o'clock. Her death is being treated as suspicious as investigators await an autopsy. A 39-year-old man is helping police with their investigation. A motorcyclist has been killed in northern New South Wales overnight. The man was turning onto the Pacific Highway at South Grafton when he collided with a car at around 7 o'clock last night. It's believed he was then hit by another 2 vehicles.
A number of people have been taken to hospital with minor injuries. Also, blood and urine will be taken from a number of people in relation to the accident.
Meantime, in Sydney, a driver has been freed from the wreckage of a car after hitting a telegraph pole in Kensington, while at Rydalmere in the city's northwest, 5 people were injured in a 2-car crash. It's thought speed may have been a factor. A night out has turned dangerous for a man in Brisbane rushed to hospital after being glassed at a nightclub in Fortitude Valley. Police were called to the Constant Street bar shortly before 3 this morning after reports the man in his mid-20s had been assaulted. It's believed the victim suffered stab wounds to his torso and arm. He was taken to hospital in a stable condition. An historic conversation between the presidents of the United States and Iran has signalled a new willingness to solve the deadlock over Iran's nuclear program. The direct talks are the first of their kind in more than 30 years.
It was an historic announcement few saw coming.
Just now, I spoke on the phone with President Rouhani of the Islamic Republic of Iran.
When President Obama called for Iran to unclench its fists, not many expected it would happen on Twitter. It was Iranian President Hassan Rouhani's Twitter feed which actually broke the news of the call between the nation's leaders by tweeting this photo and saying, "After historic phone conversation with Barack Obama, President Rouhani in plane about to depart for Tehran."
The fact that it's not going on behind closed doors in a smoke-filled room maybe suggests that there's a little bit of a PR exercise involved.
The last time a U.S. president spoke with the president of Iran was 1979. President Obama, well, he was still in high school. And the U.S. was about to be consumed by the Iranian hostage crisis, retold on the big screen in Argo. At the time, Rouhani was living in exile with Iran's religious leader. The pair seen here in Paris in the late 70s.
This was the first communications between an American and Iranian president since 1979, underscores the deep mistrust between our countries. We have a unique opportunity to make progress with the new leadership in Tehran.
Australia's federal government has indicated it will work with Indonesia after the latest asylum seeker tragedy, which claimed the lives of more than 20 people. Immigration Minister Scott Morrison last night released a statement expressing the government's sympathy to victims of the incident. The action was taken after the Prime Minister was criticised for not making any public comment in the wake of Friday's disaster. 21 asylum seekers were killed when a boat carrying 80 people bound for Australia sank in rough seas off the coast of Java. And staying with federal politics, there are reports this morning that 2 of Tony Abbott's most high-profile ministers travelled to a wedding using taxpayer entitlements. According to Fairfax, Federal Attorney-General George Brandis and Nationals Deputy Leader Barnaby Joyce claimed almost $3,000 for flights and other expenses to attend the wedding of former radio host Michael Smith. In responding to the claims, the Attorney-General told Fairfax he considered the wedding to be a professional engagement rather than a social one. There'll no doubt be plenty of sore heads right around the country today after the Hawks stormed to their 11th AFL premiership. A record-breaking 100,000 fans attended yesterday's grand final at the MCG to see Hawthorn claim victory over the Fremantle Dockers. It's been 5 years since the Hawks' last premiership, and fans didn't hold back. And the Hawthorn faithful were relatively well behaved as well. Victoria Police has praised partygoers with no major disruptions in Melbourne overnight. Just 19 people were evicted from yesterday's match. And celebrations all round.
This morning from Galway in Ireland, continuing our adventure of this amazing country. We'll show you exactly, though, where Galway is. Take a look at this map. It is situated on the western side of Ireland, about a 3-hour drive from Dublin, and it is known as a cultural heart of the country. It has a large Gaelic presence, but it is also known for all of its festivals. So it was only appropriate that we visited Galway when they had their biggest and greatest festival of them all, the Galway International Oyster Festival, and we're going to be showing you a little bit of that all throughout the morning. But first of all, let's take a look at your weather and see what's forecast in your neck of the woods today, starting with the National Fly Around if you are in Queensland. And in Cairns, it's looking like a fine and sunny day, a top of 29 degrees, 30 in Mackay with the possibility of showers and storms. In Rocky today and in Gladstone, showers and storms are due, temperatures in the low 30s. And in Bundaberg and Maryborough, a couple of showers and storms as well, top of 31 degrees. Moving into New South Wales, Grafton, sunny, 28. Clear skies about in Tamworth, Dubbo, Newcastle, Broken Hill and Orange, partly cloudy in Albury, and sunny in Wollongong with a top of 21 degrees. Moving into Victoria and Mildura, mostly sunny, 29 the top, 21 degrees and partly cloudy in Bendigo, and in Sale, Warrnambool and Ballarat, it should be pretty overcast for your Sunday. Moving into Launceston, and a couple of showers are due today, a top of 17 degrees, 19 and partly cloudy if you are in Swansea. Moving across the border into South Australia, Mount Gambier, partly cloudy, 22, mostly sunny in Port Lincoln and Ceduna, and it's going to be a hot day in Cooper Pedy, topping 36 degrees. Moving into our western Albany, rain about a top of 15, 27 and partly cloudy in Kalgoorlie. Carnarvon today, mostly sunny, a top of 24, and it should be pretty clear throughout Karratha, Port Hedland and Broome. And moving into the top end of the country, Yulara, late showers about 35 degrees, 34 and mostly sunny in Darwin. Alice Springs today, afternoon showers and storms, 32 the top, and it's going to be a hot day in Katherine, topping 38 degrees. Let's take a look at Galway, which is a gorgeous seaside town that is known for its thriving art scene, but also its fishing industry as well. Actually, it is Ireland's only bilingual city. Many shop signs are in Irish. It's a very young city too, because there are a lot of students who come to study here, which makes it a very vibrant part of Ireland to visit. It is also a medieval town that is dating back to the 12th century.